In a dusty corner of an old, forgotten shed, a lonely gardener named Arthur was cleaning out the remnants of a life that felt long past. His hands, gnarled by time and toil, swept away cobwebs and memories. And then, he saw it. A single tiny seed, so shrunken and lifeless it seemed impossible it could ever grow. Most people would have swept it away with the rest of the dust, but Arthur saw something else. He saw a flicker of a chance, a whisper of a possibility. He believed that every life, no matter how small or fragile, deserved a chance to flourish. So, with a gentle hand, he picked it up and decided to give it a home. He planted the seed in a small pot, placing it on his sunny windowsill. The task felt small, almost insignificant, but it quickly became the anchor of his days. Each morning, his first thought was of the seed. He would water it carefully, making sure it had just enough but not too much. He protected it from the cold drafts that snuck through the old window panes. He even found himself talking to it, sharing stories of his late wife, of the garden they once tended together, a garden that now lay fallow and quiet, much like his own heart. For years, Arthur had been adrift in a sea of grief and solitude. But now, this tiny seed was giving him a reason to wake up, a purpose. Slowly, miraculously, a tiny green shoot pushed its way through the soil. Arthur's heart leaped with a joy he hadn't felt in years. This small sign of life was a beacon of hope. As the seedling grew, so did Arthur's spirit. He moved it to the garden, clearing away the weeds and turning the soil that had been untouched for so long. The daily ritual of caring for the growing plant began to heal him. The physical work strengthened his body, and the quiet companionship of the sapling soothed his soul. He was no longer just a lonely old man in an empty house. He was a guardian, a nurturer. The sapling grew into a strong, vibrant tree. Its leaves were a brilliant green, its branches reaching for the sky with a strength that defied its humble beginnings. It transformed the once barren patch of land into a lush green oasis. The change was so remarkable that it didn't go unnoticed. One by one, his neighbors, who had long kept their distance, started to wander over. They admired the tree, asked for gardening tips, and shared stories of their own. His quiet garden soon filled with the sounds of laughter and conversation. Children played under the shade of the tree, and new friendships blossomed. The community that had felt so far away was now right at his doorstep, drawn in by the life he had cultivated. One sunny afternoon, sitting under the broad canopy of the tree he had raised, Arthur had a profound realization. He thought he was saving a tiny, forgotten seed, but in truth, that seed had saved him. It had given him back his purpose, reconnected him to the world, and planted a new chapter in his life. This story is a beautiful reminder that even the smallest acts of kindness can create powerful, life-altering change. Nurturing something fragile, whether it's a seed, an animal, or another person, has a way of nurturing our own hearts in return. It teaches us about hope, renewal, and the quiet miracles that unfold when we choose to care. That magnificent tree, standing tall and proud, became a living symbol of rebirth, proving that from the tiniest, most hopeless beginning, a life-changing force can grow. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, consider subscribing for more tales of hope and transformation.